Independence, everyone. Citizens of Trinidad and Tobago have reason to celebrate as we commemorate 55 years of independence. We at the Department of Information also have reason to celebrate as this marks the 500th episode of Let's Talk Tobago. This weekly program enters the homes of many local, regional and international viewers. Stay tuned because we have an exciting show for you this week. I'm Davia Chambers and this is Let's Talk Tobago. Celebrating 55 years of independence, agriculture students learn about herbs and spices, and later we check out the Palatuvian night market. These stories and more when Let's Talk Tobago continues. Stay with us. Cafe Havana was established in 2008 by Gloria Jones Knapp to create job opportunities for locals and contribute to the development of Tobago. The restaurant, located in Bacalet, reflects an international and local theme. Now, Trinidad and Tobago marks 55 years of independence. We've achieved many things as a people over the years, and in this next report, we highlight our proudest moments. Here are the details.
Trinidad's little sister. The Paradise Island, Crusoe's Isle. All these nicknames reference Tobago and its 116 square mile landmass. With different backgrounds and cultures, both islands would make up the unitary state of Trinidad and Tobago. And on August 31st, 1962, they would embark on their journey of independence. Over the decades, much has been achieved, of course, with some dark moments and proud times. There is much to celebrate. This is Tobago at 55. Though small in size, Tobago has produced professionals and leaders who have made noteworthy contributions to national life. Tobago's contribution to the cultural and sporting landscape of the country is also a source of great pride.
I don't even want to dwell on that much because to me it is there. We can talk about our prime ministers from Tobago, we can talk about presidents, or governor of the central bank, or chief justice. We can go on and on and on. Tobagonians have made Trinidad and Tobago proud, and we have contributed in so many different ways. And coming back to our athletes again, just look at we for a little island, 116 square miles, we have contributed more than tremendously. Let's just say tremendously.
Our football and athletics, dance, music and performance prowess are well noted in the history books, with a few notable standouts.
Two of the significant things that I know that impacted on Tobago and its awareness and visibility and so on. One was football. I remember that vividly with the Signal Hill football squad dominating during that period. And the Signal Hill Alumni Choir and the Signal Hill School Choir. I remember them dominating in such a way that even Trinidad was very fearful when they knew they were coming.
Tobago has made significant strides in its infrastructural development. The Claude Noel Highway, the Scarborough Harbour, the A.N.R. Robinson International Airport, and the Cove Eco-Industrial Park, as well as having the highest number of health facilities per capita in the region. The island also boasts the largest indoor event facility in the country, the Shore Park Complex, and one of the most modern libraries, the Scarborough Library Facility. What else are we proud of? What else gives us a sense of Tobagonian pride? Here's what Tobagonians had to say about what makes them proud.
I am somewhat pleased with the level of opportunities that I see available for young persons. It is my sincere hope that the young persons would have the chance to take greater advantage of those opportunities.
Mr. Akeem Stewart as the Paralympic Olympian. It's a really great achievement coming from Tobago with a humble background.
As Tobagonians, we are now able to access education. We are much more involved in sports. And, we are able to do anything. The world has now become a global village for us.
Congratulations, Tobago, on 55 years of independence. Here's to another 55 and beyond. I'm Karima Mackenzie Thomas for Let's Talk Tobago.
The name of the restaurant is inspired by the capital of Cuba, Havana, and what keeps people coming back is the ambience, music, and great food. There are 29 staff members at the restaurant trained to ensure you have a memorable experience. Now that I have your attention, the Lambo Bridge project is on schedule, which means pedestrians and motorists will soon have a safer and less congested way to travel to and from Scarborough. We have all the details in this report.
Traffic relief is coming to the Scarborough area as the Lambo Bridge project is set to be delivered in February 2018. The completion of the bridge will provide an easier flow of traffic with 2 lanes and pedestrian ramps. In an effort to create a parallel route to the highway traffic flow, the engineers must accommodate 2 lanes. This bridge beefs up the alternative route from Lambo into Scarborough to help reduce traffic congestion on the highway at peak times, especially for school children.
Especially for the parents that have students attending the Scarborough Secondary School, it will be a direct route to the school. And for those accessing Scarborough that would tend to avoid the highway. So that would be a decrease in the congestion on the highway and decrease in time to get to and from Scarborough. I guess an increase in the morale drivers in the morning, and at the end of it we would have created a route for Tobagonians that they do not necessarily have to take the highway to get to any destination within Scarborough or even to the west of Tobago.
The project, which began on February 11th this year, is estimated to cost $18.6 million. 6 months into construction, significant infrastructural works have been completed. This includes the installation of a drainage system, construction of a retaining wall on the southwestern bridge, and the installation of test piles.
The contractor cleared and grubbed the vegetation from the site. He installed test piles and tested the piles to confirm the capacities. He has commenced the construction of the southern bridge abutment foundation. Right now he's in the process of installing reinforcing steel to the pile cap.
Despite some challenges encountered by the engineers, including the accumulation of sargassum seaweed, the contractors are sticking to the original delivery date. The Lambo Bridge is part of a 3-bridge project, which includes the Thompson and Signal Hill rivers. The projects are being executed by the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and the Environment. In an effort to make a parallel route to the highway, the engineers must replace those bridges to accommodate 2 lanes of traffic. I'm Kern de Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
Cafe Havana is one of the Restaurant Week participants in Tobago. The special week starts September 15th. To mark the event, management offers special discounts to customers on food throughout that week. Now, over the years, the presentation of the Let's Talk Tobago program moved from an indoor studio with our first host, Donna Dalrymple Watts, to on-location sets. In this next story, we take you down memory lane to show you the show has morphed into a showpiece for some of the best locations in Tobago.
Thank you for joining us on Let's Talk Tobago, a weekly program series geared to keeping you abreast of the operations, plans, programs, and challenges of the Tobago House of Assembly and how these impact on you, the people.
The first episode of Let's Talk Tobago was aired in January 2008. As your viewers know, this show highlights the programs and events that are changing the lives of Tobagonians. The news type format was conceptualized and introduced by our first presenter, Donna Dalrymple Watts. It replaced the Department of Information's previous half-hour program, Tobago on Air. At the beginning, the program was shot in studio.
They always had the same way they had the time constraints, the deadlines, the working, you need shots to fill for certain things. And then the editors need to work very closely with the producers, because they always back and forth, that kind of thing.
Changes came in 2012. Avian Parks became our full-time presenter. Then there was the addition of the Have Your Say segment. With the studio also under refurbishment, a small crew journeyed outdoors to Fort King George. From there, the show has visited venues throughout the island to suit the new magazine-style format. In the beginning, there were some teething problems with the length of shoots, but over time and with experience, the crew has been able to overcome the challenges that arise.
One of the most memorable things for me would have been going to Black Rock Fort, to shoot, and the entire organization was happy to do it. Everybody was going out. Yes, we're going out to do a shoot. We're going to Black Rock. And Karen was there, and we had rails, and it set up shots. It was long because we wanted to get the very best shots.
In late 2012, the show got a new host, Colleen Holder, and an updated billboard to fit its look and style. Over the past 3 years, Davia Chambers has been bringing you all that's happening in Tobago, with support from Amadara Mills. We've also got our loyal viewers, without whom the program would not be a success.
The program Let's Talk Tobago, in my opinion, is very informative. It's not a tedious program to look at. It's very entertaining, and to be honest, looking at it for that half an hour or so, sometimes I would feel like I'm actually in Tobago.
Over the years, viewership has grown. Many people watch the show on television, locally, nationally, and internationally, while others catch up with the weekly episodes on the THA's website or on YouTube. The program has come a long way from when it started and has seen many changes, but the objective remains the same: to keep people informed about what's happening on the island, as well as the work of the Tobago House of Assembly. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Coming up next, agriculture students learn about herbs and spices. Don't go anywhere. Let's Talk Tobago. We'll be right back.
Times. Summer car done, summer car, 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 summer car done, yeah, summer car.
Cafe Havana is part of the Bacalat Beach Club Hotel, which was built in 1983. The property, which reflects a modern style, was constructed to accommodate local, regional, and international visitors who wish to enjoy the beauty and culture of Tobago for longer stays. Now this. Herbs and spices are central to Caribbean cuisine. Agriculture students had the opportunity to participate in a workshop to learn about the commercial benefits of cultivating herbs and spices. Amadara Mills has the details in this report.
The secret to Caribbean cooking is in the seasoning. Whether it's Tobago's crab and dumplings, a spicy pepper pot, savory curry, or an oatmeal breakfast, fresh herbs and spices make the difference. That's why they're always in demand. This also means the cultivation and processing of herbs such as shadow benny, rosemary, basil, mint, and French thyme can be a very profitable business. Learning how to extend the useful life of these herbs and spices is the key to reaping returns. This was the focus of an agricultural workshop entitled Herb Cultivation and Their Added Value Possibilities.
Herbs and spices are an important part of our culinary industry. All our seasonings, meats and stuff like that. We use herbs and spices at the house level, at the hotel level, at the restaurant level. So it's very important and it's a very thriving industry. In fact, the whole culinary industry can hardly operate without it.
Herbs and spices have been used for their health and medicinal properties for centuries. Participants learned the techniques for harvesting, drying, curing, and packaging these crops, where they can be used as teas, powders, and other products.
Particularly from the school level, we are hoping that at the end of the YAPA Cycle 11 that is in progress now, that we are hoping that at least this is one of the areas that the students could take hold of and move forward as a business venture. Outside of that, we're hoping that the housewives, young entrepreneurs will see opportunity in this sector and grasp it as well.
More than 20 people attended the workshop. and some are already thinking of ways to use what they've learned.
As we go into marketing, that we could also market our products because it's just their home sitting, so we could come out, do a little bit of, sales. Apart from sales, we could also incorporate, like our children community.
I didn't know that the money making behind it, that it could carry like this little thing could carry us so far. I could do my own thing at home and get a wider income.
This workshop is a series of value chain development seminars hosted by the Youth Apprenticeship Program in Agriculture, YAPA. It's aimed at ensuring the students will be more successful agribusiness entrepreneurs by the end of the program. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
If you're looking for a place to host your dream wedding, then come down to the Bacalet Beach Club Hotel. They have a variety of packages to make planning your ceremony a lot easier. Now, the fashion industry is growing in Tobago, and one local designer can thank the Business Development Unit for lending her the support she needed to pursue an art that she's passionate about. Karima Mackenzie Thomas has this report.
2 years ago, Aveen Osani Thomas stepped out in faith to pursue her dream, a design and distribution business for quality handbags and accessories. Today, the Osani Designs brand is in demand in Tobago and beyond. Thomas, born and bred in Mason Hall, says her secret to success is hard work, passion, and dedication. At the time of starting up her business, she was fortunate to receive support from the Business Development Unit, which falls under the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labour. She says her decision to apply for one of the BDU's loan programs set up to assist entrepreneurs seeking to expand their businesses turned out to be a profitable move.
The process was, to me, it was quite easy, and I just produced all the documents that they asked for and took it in, and I got through. I was able to buy machines that I would have never been able to afford starting off. So with those machines, I was able to produce higher quality products, higher quality bags. And not just that, BDU also, they are with you, they check up on you, they encourage you, they always call you for different shows, so their interest in you is always there.
The self-taught designer says success in the fashion industry doesn't come easy. It requires commitment and persistence, as well as passion.
It is what you make it. I think with anything, you have to have the passion. First and foremost, you have to have the passion, and you have to be strong. You have to be strong enough to take any kind of criticism and learn from it.
Ms. Thomas believes having unique and high-quality work opens doors to success beyond Tobago. She's experienced this firsthand.
Regional, I have pieces in St. Vincent. I have customers as well in Canada, the United States, Barbados. So they even help me market. So based on their referral as well, word of mouth, I get a lot of international customers.
Her advice for other Tobagonians wishing to get into the fashion industry is, do your research, know what you want, and just get started. I'm Karima Mackenzie Thomas for Let's Talk Tobago.
This property accommodates a maximum of 150 people. Guests can choose to stay in rooms ranging from the basic superior room to the superior penthouse room. As we maintain celebration mode and continue with our celebrations for our 500th episode, we show you what it takes to bring the Let's Talk program to you every week. Have a look at this.
Talk Tobago, our people, our places, our challenges and achievements.
This is what you see. A great show every weekend. But there's a lot more happening behind the scenes to bring you each episode of Let's Talk Tobago.
Let's Talk Tobago is really the only surviving program in Trinidad and Tobago that's solely giving and providing information to the public on Tobago affairs. It's shown regionally, nationally, and internationally. I know for a fact sometimes when the program is not aired, we get quite a few angry calls when it's being shown. Why didn't you tell us? Especially if it's moved in times of big sport sporting events like cricket. We have a lot of older persons in the country, particularly our ladies and stuff in Charlottesville and East Trinidad, that call in and they do complain.
Every week, our producers scout for locations to record this program.
I am responsible for scouting sites for the program, after which I will gather information from the property owners and then do a script for the host to read. We film the program every Thursday, and I would say it's a lot of fun. We basically, when we get to the site, we set up, and in between breaks we'll have a bit of conversation. It helps to take us through the shoot. It helps us to even move a bit faster, and we are kind of like a family on the shoot, so it's like you're familiar with everybody.
Each episode is packed with reports from the length and breadth of Tobago. Producers and cameramen are assigned to projects from Sunday to Sunday.
One of the things is, for example, when we come up with story ideas or we are given an assignment, one of the essential things to do is to do some research, whether reading about the event or making calls, that kind of thing, scheduling interviews and so, going and do the interviews. Sometimes we, as the producers, may see a particular shot or shots that we want, and we liaise with the cameraman and say, you want it this way, you want it that way. And when we come back in, we have to do a lot of writing and listening back to the tapes or the recordings and that kind of thing.
From news conferences to sporting programs, fashion shows, and so much more.
You're given the pieces, and then you have to put your creative element into it and put your ideas in and make it look like something that somebody would want to see and pay attention to. I think that's most enjoying. Then when you're finished with it, you breathe a sigh of relief. You look back at it and you say, I do it.
All scripts are taken through these doors to our video editors.
As a video editor, you had to be totally dedicated to Thursday because that is the actual deadline day. So if you had to come in extra early, not just normal working time, come in extra early to make sure that, nothing's on your desk waiting, because by midday time it's supposed to be mixing the program, putting it together. And how we do stuff here, most of the time we have to, most of the stuff is not template. You had to always be changing stuff to make sure it's correct. So sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes 2 hours, sometimes it takes 3 hours.
The final program is approved by our communications director, Joanna Barrows.
The program is not without its challenges. Every week you have unforeseen circumstances, no matter how much you plan or sometimes don't plan. Sometimes it might be a staff challenge, it could be a technical challenge, it can be an equipment challenge. But we plow through because we have a really, really strong team who's always ready with alternatives and backups.
Once that's done, it's time for you to tune in from your living room. Thanks for having us for the past 500 episodes. Here's to 500 more. I'm Keyshawn Wilson for Let's Talk Tobago.
We have to take a break, but when we return, the Palatuvia Night Market gets underway. Stay with us. Let's Talk Tobago will be right back. What is a vacation without a spa? The Bacalat Beach Club Hotel offers many activities to keep you occupied. The pool should not be your only active option, as there's the Bacalat Bay and a gazebo filled with novels down by the beach. There's also the spa to help your mind escape. Now, in this next report, we switch things up a bit as the residents came out in full force to support the Palatuvia Night Market. Karima Mackenzie Thomas tells us more in this project hosted by the Business Development Unit.
Palatuvia just held its first night market. The North Coast Village is showing support for its entrepreneurs with help from the Business Development Unit, BDU. The initiative is part of a series of entrepreneur-focused training programs in communities across the island. The idea is to encourage the development of community entrepreneurship. Natasha Romeo, loans officer at the BDU, says the community embraced the event.
This night market did was really bring that, not only the entrepreneurial spirit, but that love within the community. It was really amazing. Despite the rain on Saturday, people did come out. People had fun. It was a lot of energy. You felt a lot of drive. You felt a lot of passion. You felt like, oh my God, the people want to do this.
Romeo says the night market was the culmination of a 2-day entrepreneur training program, which covered many aspects of running a business. She also promised more community-based entrepreneurship events in the near future.
I believe that we would be doing training in other communities. We have 12 communities that we are working with. We would be doing a training in Bethel on the same entrepreneurship. Right? Coming out from that, we're not sure yet what will be happening, but definitely we will have an event.
One Palatouve entrepreneur says the night market and other similar community events are necessary for economic development.
My ideology and the village council is that you must create wealth in the communities. All the wealth from the communities is going out. So until we start back creating wealth in the community, the country cannot move forward. Wealth in the community means agriculture, it means agrotourism, it means home industry, people making all the different type of things, the cottage industry. It means catering to the tourists, bringing the dollar back into the community.
The Business Development Unit falls under the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labour. I'm Karima Mackenzie Thomas for Let's Talk Tobago.
To ensure you have a memorable Tobago experience, Bacalet Hotel offers a car rental and shuttle service to take you around the island to taste the culture and participate in a few of the local events. We jump back into celebration mode as we highlight a few bloopers and funny moments from our past Let's Talk Tobago episodes. Have a look.
Filming Let's Talk Tobago isn't without its moments. Sometimes it might be serious, and other times downright funny. We start on set with Davia Chambers, who is tasked with flawlessly bringing the information to your home each week. Well, sort of. Our crew have had their fair share of challenges, like working in hot and humid conditions. In Davia's case, standing for long periods in high heels can be uncomfortable. Still, she manages to keep that smile to make sure you get a great show, even with the distraction of tiny insects.
Is what boy? Take two.
I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
And it's time to have Your Say, the segment of our program where we hear what you, the viewers, have to say. Today we are asking, Let's Talk Tobago celebrates 500 episodes in 10 years. What do you think of the program? While you think about it, we'll have a look at who had their say this week.
What I'm most proud about with Let's Talk Tobago is the fact that they move from one area to the next. So you get to see the vast amount of spaces that are available or that people don't even think exist in.
Congratulations to Let's Talk Tobago on their 500 episodes. I view the program and I find it's very informative. Most of the features that they show is very in-depth, and it keeps keep me informed of what's happening on the island.
That shows that the program has longevity and that it's very interesting to the inhabitants of Tobago, the residents of Tobago.
Wow, I must say that should be a great achievement. 500 episodes of Let's Talk Tobago. It has been really awesome viewing Let's Talk Tobago. I've learned a lot, right? And I hope that you continue the program. Congratulations.
We close yet another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From our house to yours, I'm Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and very productive week. We close now with a montage of Independence Day Parade 2017. Do enjoy.